Welcome to the American Dream TV, where today we embark on a journey of tranquility and wellness right here in Kirkland, Washington. We're right here at the very doorstep of Von Sauna. We're about ready to go in and meet the sauna master, David, who is the designer of this floating sauna right here in our very own Kirkland, Washington. Let's go on in and take a look. All right, David, thanks for having us here. This is amazing. The views, the floor-to-ceiling windows. And what is the temp here? We're at like 190 something degrees. I'm not even gonna look. Tell us a little bit, about the experience here in the building. What do you do when you're here? How does this work?
Absolutely. Yeah, so the vast majority of our guests book online before they arrive.
Okay.
And they tend to book what we call a social sauna session. So it's a seat in the sauna for a 75-minute session. And there are 10 seats available, so you might be meeting new people, or you might just be sharing it with a couple of others. These 75-minute sessions give everybody roughly 3 to 4 cycles of heat, so probably 10 to 15 minutes inside of the sauna.
Okay.
Free to ladle on as much water onto the rocks as you like to create some steam.
Okay.
And then, when you leave the sauna, you go straight to the cold water. Mm-hmm. You do your plunge. People plunge from anywhere from 10 seconds to 5+ minutes. Mm-hmm. You do a little cool down, which is usually my favorite part. It's the most kind of endorphin rich part of the experience, where you're out of the cold water, you're feeling really warm, and endorphins and kind of norepinephrine rush. I like to lay out, close my eyes a little bit, and then come back in the sauna. And you can probably do that 3 to 4 times.
All right, so it's a whole experience. I don't know about you, but I can feel the heat. It feels amazing, especially being here in the Northwest. The whole experience of being in here with the heat, with the sun, looking at the water, and then going into the cold plunge. It's amazing that you brought this to us. Thank you so much. And I just encourage everyone to come here and try this out. This is so unique. Our journey in wellness continues right here in Juanita, Kirkland at Rubicon Float Studio. We're going to go inside and talk to Robert, the owner, about how solitude and silence with floating promotes healing and restoration. So come on in, let's go talk to Robert. We're now inside of Rubicon Float Studio with Robert, the owner. I would love for you to describe the whole experience from showing up and checking in, getting into the floating device. Tell us a little bit more about that.
Yeah, so when you arrive at Float Rubicon, we greet you at the front. We kind of check you in, make sure you got everything with you. We take you back to the room, kind of go over the whole process for you, give you some time to be alone in the room. You do your first shower, it's kind of a quick rinse off and everything. You go ahead and hop in the tank. We give you a whole 90 minutes at our studio. You're in complete control of the process. So basically from start to finish, you can control how much light you want in there. If you want the door open or closed. If you want music to run throughout, you can do that as well.
Oh, wow.
So it gives you an opportunity to have a sense of control.
So Robert, you're back there, you're weightless, you're floating, and you're relaxing. So tell us a little bit more about the health benefits of that.
We like to talk about it in 2 senses. The first is the mental aspect of things.
Okay.
And the second is the physical aspect of things.
Okay.
So what happens when you enter the float tank, after a certain period of time, you enter something called a theta state. So the way you process time is differently, and it's also restorative. So it's like a form of meditation for people.
Nice.
So for the mental aspect of things, once you get into the tank, after about 45 minutes, almost everyone goes into that state. So it gives you a chance to disconnect from reality, gives your brain a chance to process, it gives your mind just a chance to rest. And eventually you come back to who you are.
Yeah.
And then once you get out of the tank, you do a quick shower. It gives you a chance to kind of sit on the bench afterwards and process what happened during the float. You can also start to feel how it affected you physically. For a lot of people, it lowers blood pressure. It can help get off of sore muscles and joints, athletic recovery. So a lot of people are really relaxed after they float.
Perfect. It sounds so easy, and it sounds like it really just takes the edge off of all of the heaviness of the stress.
It's a super simple way to give your body a chance to rest and recover.
Perfect. I love it. Thank you so much for sharing all of this today. Today we have seen how Kirkland is a canvas of wellness and restoration with Vaughn Sauna and with Float Rubicon Studio. I hope this has inspired you to go and seek wellness here in Kirkland, Washington. Thank you for watching the American Dream TV, and keep on dreaming.